Madison, I want you to divorce my son. Excuse me? What's going on? Divorce all of a sudden? Oh, it's nothing to be surprised about. I've always thought you and Logan should have separated long ago. Wait, but why are you saying that so suddenly? Could I at least ask for a reason? A reason? It's simple. Now that I'm done taking care of my husband, you're no longer needed. No longer needed? That's right. I never supported your marriage with Logan from the start. You're plain looking, don't seem well educated, and honestly, I couldn't find a single good thing about you. I see. But back then, my mother-in-law needed care. I just wanted anyone to marry into the family to help with that. So reluctantly, I approved the marriage. But honestly, the idea of living under the same roof with you was unbearable. Then my husband fell ill, and I had to take care of him too. And so, for 28 years, we just dragged on as a family. So in short, I was just a convenient caregiver for you, wasn't I? That's exactly it. With you around, I didn't have to lift a finger for housework. But now, I can finally kick you out. From here on, Logan and I are going to live happily together. So you just used me for your own convenience and now plan to toss me aside. After 28 years of dedication, this is too cruel. And so what if it is? A wife only needs to serve her husband's family, right? I've let you fulfill your role as a daughter-in-law, so you should be grateful for that. Grateful, you say? Exactly. Well, since you're a stay-at-home wife with no skills, you'll probably be lost after the divorce. But that's no longer my problem. How can you say something like that? And what about Logan? What does he think? You can't just decide on a divorce by yourself. Oh, I'm sure Logan feels the same way as I do. He probably only sees you as a convenient housekeeper. Is that so? Listen, you've got 1 month to divorce him and move out of this house. If you drag your feet or try to stay, I'll have you forcibly removed, throw out all your belongings, and change the lock so you can't get back in. Do you actually plan on taking it that far? I'm sick of seeing your face. That's all I have to say. Goodbye. Madison, Logan and I are at an Italian restaurant right now. Since today's the day you're moving out, I figured we shouldn't get in the way of your packing. Oh, by the way, just to confirm, you finalized the divorce paperwork, right? Yes, Miss Jones. Or rather, you're no longer my mother-in-law, so I'll just address you as Carol. I don't care what you call me. So, haven't you moved out yet? Hurry up and leave. If you're still there when Logan and I get back from dinner, I won't tolerate it. All my moving boxes are packed, and I'm just waiting for my ride to arrive. I see. You've been married to my son for 28 years. I'd heard all your family passed away during that time, leaving you with no relatives. But I'm surprised you managed to find a friend to give you a ride. That's shocking. So, when are you leaving? I'll be gone in 15 minutes. Oh, really? Well, if you're even 1 minute late, I'll kick you out immediately. No need to worry about that. In fact, I'll be out of here not just 1 minute, but 1 second earlier. And I'm already waiting outside by the front door. What? Wait, are you seriously standing outside with all your luggage? And in the rain, no less. Yeah, good thing the porch has a roof. How long have you been out there? I've been out here for about 10 minutes. What? At least wait inside the house. All that stuff piled up outside is bound to confuse the neighbors for sure. Now you're worried about appearances? This house is already infamous in the neighborhood for having a wicked mother-in-law who mistreats her daughter-in-law. What? Everyone knows how you dumped the caregiving for both your husband and your mother-in-law on me, made me do all the housework, and then kicked me out the moment the caregiving was done by forcing a divorce. What are you talking about? They also know you made me work nonstop from morning till night, and if the food I cooked wasn't exactly to your taste, you'd yell, "How dare you serve me this trash? You're a failure as a wife." That was a daily occurrence, wasn't it? That's because your cooking was awful. And let's not forget how, while I was taking care of your husband and mother-in-law, you'd say things like, "Can't you even do that right?" Or, "What's the point of you being here?" every single day. Well, caregiving was your responsibility, wasn't it? Even when I was sick in bed, you'd say, "You're my daughter-in-law, stop whining." Or, "If you can't do the chores, get out of this house," and blame me. That's just what's expected of a daughter-in-law. Making me go grocery shopping and cook meals when I had a fever over 104 degrees? That's beyond unreasonable. Well, it's your fault for not taking care of your health. And yet, when you catch the slightest cold, you make a huge fuss, whining about how miserable you feel. Shut up! Being older is just part of life for me to catch a cold now and then. And let's not forget how every time the relatives came over, you'd make fun of me. I still vividly remember you calling me the most useless one in the family. There's no way I'd ever forget something like that. You're so petty to hold on to little things like that. What an awful personality. Oh, look who's talking, Carol. Even when you mocked me, calling me a defective caregiving robot, the neighbors heard all about it. They'd look at me with pity and say things like, "Madison, it must be so hard being bossed around by such a monstrous mother-in-law." What, you didn't know? Madison, what have you done? Seriously? I can't believe you would spread such obvious lies to the neighbors just because you're feeling sour about the divorce. You seem to be misunderstanding something. I haven't done anything at all. What? It's just that your orders and insults toward me were always so loud, Carol. It seems the neighbors overheard everything and put two and two together based on your behavior. That's the real story. Lies. That's all lies. If you think so, why don't you ask the neighbors yourself? Your yelling was so loud it echoed outside and became a public nuisance. No way. This is unbelievable. It might be hard to accept, but it's the truth. What are you talking about? It seems my ride is about to arrive. I'll be ending this conversation now. I'll leave the keys in the mailbox. Wait! I married Logan at 26, the same age as him, after a formal matchmaking meeting. It's been 28 years. And 28 years since I started living with you all. I must say, I endured it well. Madison, wait! Don't leave the house yet! Oh, wasn't it you, Carol, who told me to leave? You even said if I stayed 1 minute past the time, you'd throw me out immediately. At least leave after telling the neighbors that the whole mistreating the daughter-in-law thing isn't true. I can't bear the thought of living with everyone misunderstanding me as a monstrous mother-in-law. Misunderstanding? Isn't it the truth? Anyway, I'll be home soon, so just wait. Oh, looks like my ride has arrived. Well then, take care. Wait! Stay there until I get home. Sorry, I'm already in the car. What? What's with that luxury car? Wait a minute, Madison. Didn't you just pass by me earlier? Madison! Well, it's possible I mistook you for another person. There's no way you, a stay-at-home wife for 28 years, could afford to ride in such a luxury car or have those kinds of connections. Even the divorce settlement I gave you was barely enough for temporary living expenses. But still, I clearly saw it with my own eyes. It was definitely you sitting in that passenger seat. Hey, what's going on? Madison, stop ignoring me. Explain yourself. Madison, did the move go smoothly? Yeah, thanks to spending the past month sorting through my things, the move went without a hitch. I'm glad to hear that. Still, the way Mom reacted was something else, wasn't it? Not telling her about your grandfather was definitely the right call. The luxury car showing up at the last minute really shocked her, though. It wasn't planned, but it felt pretty satisfying, didn't it? Yeah, it really did. I was so busy with the move I hadn't checked my phone at all. But Carol called me repeatedly and left a bunch of messages. She must have been really shaken up. When she saw that luxury car, her eyes went wide, and she just stood there in shock with her mouth open. I can totally picture that face. Well, we'll let my uncle and the others sort it out. By the way, how's everything on your end? Are you okay? Yeah, for now. It's just 2 more months. In 2 months, Uncle Jack, who's been overseas for work, will retire and come back with his family. That's when Mom's plans will completely fall apart. We just have to hang in there until then. Okay, I'll be waiting. Logan, please, pick up the phone. What is it, Mom? I'm at work right now. There was this massive truck parked outside the house earlier, and I thought it was strange. Then I realized it was a moving truck. They started unloading furniture and appliances one after another into the house. I was so confused that I asked the movers what was going on, and it turns out it was Jack's stuff. Oh, and? And? Isn't that strange? Why are Jack's things being delivered to our house? He's been living overseas with his family for over 10 years now. Oh, didn't I mention? He's coming back today with his stuff. What? Coming back? Why is he suddenly coming back? I thought Jack planned to stay abroad permanently. It's not sudden. He mentioned it when he came home for Christmas. He's retiring and moving back. Didn't you hear him say that? Retiring? Yeah. Uncle Jack is turning 65 soon, you know. Oh, I forgot he's already that age. You forgot your own brother's age? Anyway, Uncle Jack worked for a major trading company, and after being assigned overseas, he became the head of a local branch there. He was originally in a department that focused on international business, and his work was recognized, so he was chosen as part of the founding team for the local branch. Later, once the branch was running smoothly, he stayed to train local staff, which is why he ended up staying there for over 10 years. But he decided he wanted to spend his retirement back home. So he's returning now, just in time for his retirement. Did he ever mention all that? Mom, didn't you look at the schedule stuck on the fridge? The fridge? Schedule? Uncle Jack handed us a schedule during Christmas, remember? We put it on the fridge and agreed to plan around it. I don't remember anything about it. Don't tell me you didn't even look at it. I thought you were taking things too casually, but I didn't think you were completely unaware. What? What do you mean, what? You're the one who suggested using the fridge as a message board in the first place. Oh, well... Mom, you're always out and hard to reach. You don't answer calls, And even when you read my messages on WhatsApp, you don't actually read them properly. When I complained about it, you said talking in person or texting on WhatsApp was a hassle. And you were the one who suggested using the fridge door as a message board. Don't you remember? Well, I guess I just never got into the habit of checking it. Besides, I'm barely ever home. That's true. You're always out and about every day. Every morning, you're at the gym bright and early. Then it's lunch with friends, followed by shopping or cafe hopping in the afternoon. Then at night, you've got club activities, parties, or something else. So you're always home late. Exactly. I'm busy. I don't have time to look at a message board on the fridge. Busy? That's all just you having fun. Even when you're home, you're either watching videos on your phone or chatting with friends, and you never look at the messages on WhatsApp. You just leave everything on read. That's because I find long messages annoying to read. And honestly, it's your fault for not making the messages more interesting. If they caught my attention, I'd read them. No, Mom. Important messages don't need to be entertaining. And you're the one who said reading them was annoying and suggested the message board idea in the first place. Yeah, I guess I did. But even if you stick notes on the fridge, I forget to look at them. Forget? You're never home to look at them in the first place. And yet, you always call about things you think are important and complain if I don't reply immediately. Well, when I need something, I expect a quick response. But your important stuff is always things like telling us about your plans last minute or asking for a ride after a party. Yeah, maybe that happens a lot. But still, at least use the message board you suggested, okay? Hey, what do you mean we're moving out to make way for Jack's schedule? Like I said, this house is under Uncle Jack's name. When he retired and came back, we were supposed to move out, right? What? What do you mean this house is under Jack's name? You're joking, right? Wasn't this house under your late father's name? Seriously? You don't remember, huh? This house was built by Uncle Jack for him and his family to live in. But since he was constantly relocating for work, he let us live here instead. Back then, we were still living in an apartment, remember? But Uncle Jack told us, when the time comes and I need it, I'll want the house back. Wow, I didn't know that. You probably just forgot. Both you and Dad agreed back then that when the time came, we'd move out. Did we? But we've been living here all this time. I thought Jack had decided to give the house to us. We were able to live here because Uncle Jack was away on a long overseas assignment. But now that he's retiring and coming back, he needs a place to live, right? This house is under his name, so we have to give it back like we promised. That's just the right thing to do. No way! So, when it was decided that Uncle Jack would return, my overseas assignment came up too. I told you to discuss your future plans with Uncle Jack, remember? What? Now you're going overseas? I haven't gotten any news regarding this. No, it's not that you haven't heard, it's that you forgot. It was written on the schedule stuck to the fridge too. Important things like that should be told to me directly. I'm pretty sure I told you more than once. Because it was important, I first told you directly. But you looked annoyed and didn't seem like you were listening. So I made sure to write it down and stick it on the fridge as a reminder. Wait a minute, I'll go check the fridge. Logan, you were right. Jack coming back, your overseas assignment, they were all written on the message board on the fridge. See? But you're already in your 50s. Isn't an overseas assignment too much of a burden at your age? There's no way I could go with you. Living abroad in my 70s would be absolutely impossible. People in their 50s are still very active these days. And it's a company order, so I don't have a choice. But why now? At your age, shouldn't there be more stable domestic positions available? There are various reasons. Actually, my company is launching a new business. It's a project targeting the overseas market, and they needed someone familiar with the local culture and economy. That's why they reached out to me. Still, aren't there younger and more energetic people they could have chosen? Why you? Sure, there are younger people, but many of them lack experience. The company values the skills and connections I've built over the years, so they chose me to lead the project. The success of this project is critical for the company, so they wanted to entrust it to someone reliable with a proven track record. Also, this project has been in the works for 5 years. Even back then, they considered me the best candidate, but I declined at the time due to family circumstances. Family circumstances? Yeah, I couldn't leave because I was helping take care of Dad and Grandma. At the time, it wasn't possible for me to be away from home. Ah! The truth is, Madison took on almost all of the caregiving by herself, but on my days off from work, I wanted to help out as much as I could. If I had gone overseas back then, she would have had to handle caregiving even on my days off. Honestly, it would have been great if you had helped, Mom, but you left all the housework and caregiving to Madison while you spent your days having fun. That's because housework and caregiving are a daughter-in-law's duties. No, they're not. Housework and caregiving are responsibilities the family should share. That's why I made it a point to stay home and help out whenever I had a day off from work. Now that the caregiving is over, the opportunity came up again, and this time I decided to accept it. But are you going to be okay on your own? I'm not on my own. Madison is already there waiting for me. Madison? What do you mean? You divorced Madison, didn't you? There's no way your ex-wife is waiting for you overseas. That's got to be a lie. It's not a lie. The divorce was only temporary. Temporary? What do you mean by that? Besides, Madison living overseas? That's impossible. She's just a housewife. She can't do anything other than housework and caregiving. Mom, can you please stop underestimating and belittling Madison already? What? Sure, Madison was a full-time housewife because she was busy with caregiving for Grandma and Dad, as well as housework. But she graduated with top honors from a prestigious university and has always been a studious person. I've never heard about it. That's because you never bothered to really get to know her, Mom. Back in her student days, Madison was at the top of her class and highly regarded by her professors. If that's true, then why would she choose to be a housewife? It's because we started living together with you. She was asked to take care of Grandma and ended up taking on all the household responsibilities, so she couldn't continue her job. In that situation, working outside while also caregiving would have been impossible. But even before we got married, Madison had studied abroad. Studied abroad? Yeah. She got a scholarship for top-performing students and spent 6 months at a prestigious university overseas. She's fluent in several languages, and after returning, she worked at a major international company. She was thriving in her career. That's why I wanted her to keep working after we got married, but she chose to support our family instead and decided to become a full-time housewife. I see. And yet, you kept mocking her, saying she only became a housewife because she wasn't smart enough. That's because I didn't know Madison had such an impressive career. I told you all of this, Mom. You just didn't listen. And let me tell you, Madison isn't the type to let things end like this. To prepare for living overseas, she started taking online foreign language classes. And despite her long career gap, she quickly got back up to speed. But how are you going to afford it? Living abroad requires money, and Madison's been a full-time housewife all this time. She doesn't have much savings, does she? That's true. And now we're getting to the main point. The main point? First of all, 3 years ago, Grandma passed away. Then 4 months ago, Dad passed away, and Madison's long caregiving duties finally came to an end. At that point, you decided she was no longer needed and pushed me to divorce her. That's because she really wasn't needed anymore. Well, here's the thing. Madison's maternal grandfather is a very wealthy man. Around the time you brought up the divorce, her grandfather approached her about a living inheritance. What? Apparently, Madison is the sole legal heir to his estate. To avoid any unnecessary disputes from relatives without inheritance rights in the future, he wanted to settle everything clearly while he's still alive. Wait, there was such a plan? We had a feeling a story like this would pique your curiosity, and you definitely want to dive in. Of course! Anything belonging to a daughter-in-law should be considered part of the marital family's assets. As her mother-in-law, I have every right to have a say in it. See, that's why we divorced. Excuse me? From both the general and legal standpoint, neither you nor I have any right to interfere in this matter. We should only get involved to the extent that Madison asks for advice. With that in mind, to ensure the living inheritance process went smoothly, I decided to use the fact that you kept insisting on the divorce to our advantage. Use it? Once we were divorced, we became strangers. Even you, Mom, wouldn't be able to meddle in the inheritance matters of someone who's no longer family, right? What? Logan, you're not saying... That's right. I've been on Madison's side from start to finish, and when the time is right, I plan to remarry her. Why? Madison told me that the only reason she endured your relentless mistreatment and saw the caregiving through to the end was because she was grateful for the countless words of appreciation she received from me, Grandma, and Dad. At one point, I even suggested living separately, but she refused, saying that as long as she was taking care of Grandma and Dad, she wouldn't consider it. How could I ever abandon such an admirable wife? If anything, I feel like I owe her a great deal, and I plan to spend the rest of my life repaying that debt. No way! Then what am I supposed to do from now on? That's why I've been saying you should talk to Uncle Jack, now that he's back, and figure out your future plans. I can't believe this. I never thought it would turn out like this. It's too late to regret how you treated Madison, but I hope that regret helps guide your future decisions and way of life for the better. Well, goodbye. Wait, Logan. I always assumed you'd take care of me when I needed caregiving in the future, but now you're going on an overseas assignment? That's a problem. Logan! Madison, sorry for messaging you at this hour. I know there's a time difference, so you're probably asleep by now. But I'm heading to the airport and catching a flight to you. Just wanted to let you know. Thanks, Logan. I figured you'd text, so I stayed up waiting. I see, thanks. By the way, how's Carol? Is everything okay on her end? Yeah, more or less. I left the house right as Uncle Jack's stuff was arriving. I just said my goodbyes through WhatsApp. I see. She must have been sad hearing you were leaving for overseas. Yeah, a bit. But it's fine now. We've lived together for such a long time after all. That's true. Madison, I'm sorry for all the hardship I put you through. I relied too much on your kindness, leaving all the caregiving and housework to you. Logan, you don't have to apologize for that. I can't count how many times you've all had my back. I'm super thankful for every one of you. Yeah, but let me say it anyway. Thank you for everything you've done so far, and let's keep supporting each other from now on. Of course, I appreciate it. I feel the same way. All right, I'm about to board the plane. Okay, take care on your way. Thanks. After moving overseas, I haven't had any contact with Carol. However, according to Logan, she left the house shortly after Uncle Jack returned. This is because Uncle Jack, who hates dishonesty, learned from Logan about how she had mistreated me as her daughter-in-law for years. As soon as he arrived, he confronted her saying, "We can't have someone who bullies their daughter-in-law and son living here. Leave." And that was the end of it. Apparently, arrangements had already been made for her to move into a nursing home covered by her pension. On the morning of her move-in date, she left the home she'd lived in for so long, nearly in tears, unable to protest. Since moving in, she's been living lonely days with no family visiting her. She often complains to the nursing home staff saying, "I gave so much to my family and now they've abandoned me." But considering how she spent years neglecting her family and living only for herself, it's hard to see this as anything but her own fault, isn't it?
Hello there, Isabel. I just heard about it. I know it's hard for you to say, so I'll just say it. Lisa, is that you? What did you text me at this hour? Seems that you're up to something. I'm curious anyway. By the way, are you having a day off from your part-time work today? Hey, stop calling me a part-timer. Only college students have part-time jobs, right? It's embarrassing. You have no delicacy at all, Isabel. Is that so? I don't know what the standards are for that kind of thing, so I can't really say. Anyway, are you off work today? Yes, but I mean the way you said that kind of pisses me off. Are you in a position to tell people? What about you, Isabel? Are you off work too today? It's a weekday. Oh, actually, No need to tell me. Even I can understand that much. You were fired from your job, right? Huh? Fired from the company? Me? Wait a minute, Lisa. What are you talking about? Are you going to play dumb with me at this point? When I called you on the phone today, I told you first, didn't I? I said I heard about what happened to you. Oh, you said something like that. That was about you getting fired from the company. Huh? Wait a minute. What's that supposed to mean? I wasn't fired from the company. Who told you that? I mean, I heard about it. I heard about that when your mother-in-law was talking on the phone with you. She told me now to go home and relax since you don't have a job anymore. I'm sorry if I eavesdropped, but I didn't do it on purpose. I just heard it accidentally. Well, that's exactly what my mother-in-law said to me on the phone. Anyway, did you just decide from that conversation that I was fired from my job? It's quite obvious, isn't it? Well, I knew the company would be in trouble if they employ an uneducated person like you. I guess you just have to give up and accept it. You deserve that anyway. Wait, what do you mean? Lisa, you're always looking down on me. Did I do something wrong to you? Is there something you don't like about me? What? You don't even notice that? You married my brother Stephen, even though you're not at all compatible with him. I've always felt sorry for him. Don't tell me you don't feel sorry for him. He deserves a better wife. Geez, are you talking about that again? I'm tired of hearing that story over and over again. I've had enough. Do you think you have the right to say that to me? You married such a brilliant and perfect man who is my brother. You are not an eligible woman for him. To put it bluntly, both of you are disproportionate. Hey, Lisa, we promised we wouldn't talk about it anymore, didn't we? I told you that Stephen was mad too, didn't I? If you don't understand, I'll tell him. I just can't accept the fact, you know? My brother has always been a good student and an all-around athlete. He graduated from a prestigious university and got a job at a well-known company. Why would he marry such a useless woman like you? It's just unbelievable. Useless woman? That's the first time anyone's ever said that to me. Lisa, I think you should watch your language. Everyone thinks about it, but they just can't say it. Mom and Dad let you marry Stephen just because you're the one he chose. They may have let you get married without saying anything, but I'm not. Because it's impossible for me to stay quiet. I was staying at the college's dormitory, so I wasn't at my parents' house at that time. That's my only regret. If only I had been there when my brother brought you to our house, I would have stopped him by any means. It's a stain on my life. You're so rude. I think you're not supposed to say that to me. If you say anything more selfish than that, then as you imagine, I'll get angry too. Why don't you just go ahead and get mad at me? I'm not afraid of you at all. Instead, I'll tell my brother. I'm going to tell him that you're bullying me. No kidding. Look, I know you care about your brother so much, but you're already 25 years old right now. Don't complain about little things like that. You're being childish. You should spend your time thinking about something else. You're wasting your life. I have no idea what you're talking about. Seriously, you're annoying me. Are you trying to say that I'm as childish as an elementary school girl? I didn't go that far. Steven and I are already married. That's the fact that we can't change now. That's why I think it's best that we get along as sister-in-laws. At least, that's what I'm hoping. Are you kidding me? I'll never get along with you. I don't want to get along with the person who took away my brother from me. Oh dear. If you don't want to do that, that's okay. But I want to keep things as amicable as possible. You are my husband's sister, and I want to take good care of you. Like the case with my company, just don't assume that I got fired, okay? You're desperately trying to make excuses. I'm sorry to say it, but, well, a middle school graduate like you can't get a proper job, can you? I feel sorry for my brother that he got married to such a bad wife. Yeah, whatever. Can we end this conversation here? I have to go shopping now. Goodbye. A housewife who got fired from her job is so carefree. I want to be carefree too. Oh, I can't wait until you and my brother get divorced. I'll be waiting for that day to come. You must think about it. Hi, Lisa. Can I talk to you for a minute? Huh? What do you want? I'm busy, so just make it quick. I'm sorry for calling you out of the blue, but I thought it's important to tell you as soon as possible. To be honest, I'd rather you tell my brother so he can just let me know. I'm sorry. Steven is busy with work every day. Yeah, that's right. You just got fired from your job and you're not busy. I forgot about that. I'll cut to the chase. It's about your wedding 2 months later. The first anniversary of my father's death is a day before your wedding. I'm planning to go back home that day, but my parents' house is far away, so I might have to stay there. So on the day of your wedding, I might arrive quite late. So what? Well, because I'm your sister-in-law, I thought I should let you know. I see, but I don't think it's any of my business. What? Why? It's your wedding day. Because you won't come to my wedding, right? Excuse me? What do you mean? I don't understand what you're saying. I'm the one who should be asking you that question anyway. Are you saying that you were going to join us at my wedding day? You've got to be kidding me. That's embarrassing. But I got the wedding invitation. You invited us jointly in my husband's name, right? Of course, that's just a pretext. I'll definitely invite my brother, but I didn't invite you, Isabel. Oh gosh, you mean you don't want me to come to your wedding? That's what I'm saying. You must tell Steven that you won't come on my wedding day, okay? Because it's seriously unpleasant. I feel bad for my husband's relatives if he knows that his sister-in-law is a middle school graduate. My brother will also feel ashamed of himself, right? Wait a minute, Lisa. That's a little harsh, don't you think? Harsh? I don't think so. The bride is the star of the wedding. I'm the bride and I'm saying that I don't want you to come. Are you trying to make me the heroine of the day upset? That's terrible. I didn't mean to. I just want to congratulate you on your wedding day. You don't need to do that. I mean, never mind about that. I didn't go to your wedding party either. What? I thought you didn't go to your wedding because you weren't feeling well on that day. Are you telling me that it was because you didn't want to go? That's what it was about. You didn't really believe that I was feeling unwell, did you? Of course it was a lie. A lie? That's horrible. Steven and I were really worried about you. Well, I told my mom and dad that I really wasn't feeling well. Telling them that I didn't want to go because I hate you, it's just too rude, right? So that's why I lied. I just told them that I wasn't feeling well enough to attend your wedding. The truth is, I just didn't want to go. My, oh my, that's too much to bear. So, you know what? You don't have to come to my wedding. I mean, I don't remember inviting a middle school graduate. If you insist on coming, I can hire you as a staff. Lisa. That's it. First anniversary of your father's death. Why don't you go alone? Don't bother my brother, okay? Well then. Lisa. Hey, what's going on? It's terrible that you're kicking me out. What's so terrible? I warned you not to come, didn't I? Even though I warned you beforehand, you ignored my advice and came here, didn't you? You got what you deserved. It's my sister-in-law's wedding. I wanted to congratulate you. Why are you being so mean to me? Then I'll just accept your feelings. Stephen gave me the wedding gift too. I'll accept it gratefully. You can send me the wedding gift to me personally too. Don't be silly. I'll tell Stephen about this. Go ahead. I'll tell him that you went to get some air because you didn't look well. You can say whatever you want. What's that? Hey, can you just divorce Stephen? Then there's no point in attending my wedding today, right? I think that's the best way to solve this problem. Don't you think that's a good idea? Enough is enough, Lisa. I'll put an end to all of this. What? What do you mean by that? You're really divorcing my brother? Oh, finally, my dreams come true. Huh? No way. Why would I divorce my beloved husband? I have no intention of doing that. What a useless woman! When you mention about ending something, that means divorce, right? I had high hopes for you, but I lost it right away. You're just a coward who doesn't have the courage to do what you're supposed to do. I'll end it properly. The contract with your husband's company. What? My husband? Wait a minute. What are you talking about? I don't understand. You have a husband you're proud of, right? He took over your father's company and became president a year ago, didn't he? Yes, he did. But still, Terry is such an amazing guy. He's a company's president at the age of 30. He's seriously a genius. Genius, huh? I'm not so sure about that, but okay. So he doesn't have any problem with losing one of his clients, right? Huh? Losing clients? What are you talking about? I don't think you understand. It would be useless to explain it to someone who doesn't have the knowledge anyway. Anyway, I'm leaving for home. Wait, hey, I'm not done talking. I have to get ready soon. You've got to explain it properly now. I'll let you know when the wedding is over. You don't want me to attend, do you? Then I won't participate as you wish. What on earth do you think you're doing? You're so arrogant. You are not qualified to participate from the start. I've got a brilliant brother Stephen and my husband is a president of the company. I can't have a sister-in-law who's a middle school graduate. Get out of my face, stupid woman. I'll do that without you telling me, but don't regret it, okay? Huh? Are you crazy? I'm the happiest woman in this world, so there's no way I'm going to regret it. Please give my best wishes to your husband. If you try to have a relationship with my husband, I won't let you. You want to get close to him because he's the president of the company, don't you? Well, I can understand that a middle school graduate is only capable to think that way. But still, it sucks. I'll talk to my brother about this. Yeah, whatever. You can do anything you want. As you wish, Lisa. Well, have a nice wedding. Hey, it's Abel. We just finished the wedding. Really? Well, you did a great job, but why did you bother to text me? Don't say anything unnecessary when my brother comes home, okay? I told him that you went home because you weren't feeling well. Oh, I didn't know we were talking about that, but I'm sorry. I've already told Stephen everything. Huh? What are you doing? I thought you left without saying anything afterwards. Maybe that's why. Well, I am sure it is. You've got to be kidding me. I wanted to take a picture of me and my brother together. We didn't even get a single picture. It's all your fault. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that, but still, you should be polite to your sister-in-law or family. You're not my family. I really don't want a sister-in-law who graduated from middle school. I can't introduce you as family. My husband said he's ashamed of you too. Oh, I see. I'm sorry to hear that. Tell him the contract terminated. Huh? Contract? Is that what you were talking about before the ceremony? That's right. So, what is it? Did you tell your husband? Don't just say things that don't make sense. What contract? You were fired from your job, weren't you? Yes, that's right. I'll just need to let the company know what I want, and they'll do what I want. I don't understand. I mean, your company has nothing to do with Terry, my husband. Don't say weird things. You really don't know anything, do you? I'm starting to feel sorry for you. About what kind of company I worked for, what kind of work I did. Well, how would you know? Anyway, I don't care. You're always making fun of me for being a middle school graduate. What do you mean? What the hell are you talking about? Well, to make it easy for you to understand, Lisa, I was in charge of dealing with various companies, and one of those companies was your husband's company. What? You were doing business with Terry's company? That's right, and we were the main contractor and your husband was a subcontractor. Seems that Terry has a big attitude, so big that it makes me so angry. That gentle Terry? That's a lie. Don't say strange things just because you weren't invited to the wedding. It's not a lie. He's terrible, you know. He's been verbally abusive to me several times. Well, I don't think he realizes that I'm your sister-in-law, but I think that's his true nature. Verbal abuse? I can't believe it. He's always been a gentleman. So let me get to the point. I'm ending the contract with your husband's company. What? Sounds like a bad business situation, huh? They've been asking for a lot less than the market price. There are many other companies that want to do business with us on good terms. I don't want a bad manager like Terry get involved. I'm going to end the contract now. Wait a minute. I don't understand. Is Terry's company in trouble? It seems like it. I heard a rumor that a lot of employees are quitting. Well, if the president is behaving like that, it's obvious. I don't think the employees will follow him either. I feel sorry for them. I don't know anything about that. I thought I was going to have the life of luxury, because I'm a company's president's wife. I guess you shouldn't expect that to come. I'm sure Stephen and your parents will cut you off the family ties because of this incident. You may not have much of a glamorous life, you know. No kidding. Wait a minute. Why is a poorly educated person like you working for a company? Also, the fact that Terry's company is involved, that's a lie for sure. Frankly speaking, I have a college degree. What? You're a college graduate? Are you serious? Well, I graduated from middle school in North Carolina. I didn't go to high school, but... I knew it! How did you get the college degree then? You're lying about everything you've said, aren't you? This is why I hate middle school graduates. They're bad liars. After graduating from middle school, I couldn't go to high school because I couldn't afford it, but I worked part-time and obtained my high school diploma. I went to college overseas and graduated while working part-time there. What? Overseas? That's right, and after that, a friend of mine started a company and hired me. I'm the main person in charge of the transactions. Well, I'm taking some time off anyway. Some time off? Is that why you weren't at work? I thought you were fired. I'm pregnant. I just got maternity leave. I'll be back to work after the baby is born. What? You didn't tell me about that. I tried to tell you, but you didn't even listen to me, Lisa. You just misunderstood me, didn't you? Your mother and father are very upset about this, and Stephen says he's going to cut ties with you too. You deserve that anyway. Oh no, wait, I'm sorry I ever said those horrible things. I'm so sorry, Isabella, so please, if Terry's company is in trouble, I'm in trouble too. It's none of my business. I'm not your family, am I? You told me that by yourself. I hope you'll be happy with your husband, who is the president of the company whom you love so dearly. See you. Have a good luxury life. Then, as recommended by my husband, I blocked Lisa's number. Lisa's parents have distanced themselves from her because of this incident. She was also told not to come back to her parents' house. Of course, Lisa's husband's company lost a lot of money when the contract with our company was terminated. Now they are in debt and somehow struggling to keep the business running. Serve them right.
Hey, Lucy, guess what? Do you know how elegant I can live in the future? What do you mean? I think I can live like a celebrity. That's new to me. But on what basis are you saying that? Because I have you and Noah, so my life is secure. We are a family, So it's only natural for you to work a little harder for me, right? Wait a minute. Does that mean you are planning to rely on us? That's a rude way to put it, don't you think? But I guess you could say that. As long as you guys are doing well, I don't have to worry about anything. But Maria, we have our own lives to live. We have plans for the future. How can you expect to live like a celebrity without thinking about that? Lucy, I'm the boss of this house. Noah is taking over the company, and you being the executive director, it's all according to my plan. So I have nothing to worry about and just live my life. What do you mean by that? What exactly are you talking about? If it's something that involves us, I'd like to know. I don't have to be specific, you know. I'm just saying that if you guys are okay, my life will have nothing to worry about. Besides, I went out for a fancy lunch with friends yesterday. It would be nice to have that kind of thing going on every day, you know? I don't understand. What exactly do you mean by that? We have to protect our own lives too. So, Noah will run the company well. And as long as you support him as the managing director, that's all that matters to me. You don't need to worry about me. Oh yes, I just remembered. I have shopping plans next week. Do you want to come with me? That's not an easy thing to do, you know. Running a company is always difficult, and it's tough if we don't keep trying. I don't care about that. All I'm saying is that as long as you guys are doing well, my life will be stable. Besides, did you read the online news this morning? I was in the society page. You should be more proud of me. Maria, please don't be so irresponsible. We're struggling to make ends meet too. It bothers me that you're trying to take it for granted. It bothers you? It's only natural for you to support me, isn't it? Do you have any idea how much I have done for this family? I appreciate your efforts, but this is different. I want you to think about our lives too. Lucy, you really don't understand, do you? Because I have supported this family, I have the right to live gracefully as the mistress of this family. It's your job to take care of me, you know? Like, you should pay for whatever I purchase. Maria, I really don't understand what you mean. I understand that you have been supporting us, but that's not the same thing as this. We have our own lives. The idea that only you can live gracefully doesn't sound right. What are you talking about? I am the mistress of this family. As long as Noah is here, and as long as you are here, my life is secure. Besides, you better plan for my upcoming trip. Trip? What are you saying all of a sudden? Well, don't be like that. Anyway, don't worry about the future. You'll understand what I'm talking about in time. No, I don't think I will understand. Anyway, you guys are supposed to support me. Don't forget that. Oh, yeah, and I've made reservations at a fancy restaurant for dinner tonight. Huh? You can't just do that. Maria, please look at the reality. I had no idea you were that insane. To be honest, I'm very shocked. What? What do you mean? How dare you talk to me like that? You better watch your mouth. I doubt you as a person. Did you even consider everyone's feelings? Huh? I was the manager's wife, remember? Of course I considered. I am the boss in the family. It's natural for the whole family to support me, isn't it? Maria, what was that all about at the funeral? Your own husband passed away, and you were just screaming, "His inheritance is all mine," with a big smile on your face. It's beyond insane. Oh my goodness. You married Noah because you wanted money too, right? You're the same as I am, so why don't you stop being a nice person here? Because Noah is a successful businessman with money and status, everyone around us think the same way. Love isn't the only reason you married him, right?
I didn't marry Noah for money. I didn't marry him because he is a business owner or because he has money. I decided to marry him because I was attracted to his personality, his honesty, and most of all, his compassion. Certainly, his success is wonderful, and I admit that I have benefited from it. But I don't think we would have been able to have such a happy family if that was the only motivation for our marriage.
How can you say that? Not only you are the wife of the president, but you also hold the position of managing director within the company. It's really amazing that you have established your own high position, both at home and at the company. You're more arrogant than I am as a housewife, aren't you? Noah becoming a president and you becoming an executive director were all planned, weren't they? Seeing you doing so well makes me feel relieved that I made the right choice. But I know how much effort you put in to get to this point. In the end, you're just living on Noah's success, aren't you?
You know what? I was given the role of managing director before I got married. My relationship with Noah started after I became executive director. Please don't make careless remarks based on speculation alone. And that's not what we are talking about now.
Yes, I understand. It was certainly not mature of me to talk about his inheritance at my husband's funeral. But finally, this $5 million is going to be mine. I can't stop laughing.
$5 million?
I know you're going to talk about inheritance in the near future. You have no right to tell me this or that. No matter what you say, I am legally entitled to inherit everything. I am the mistress of this house, and I have supported this family for many years. I should receive my inheritance as a reward for that.
Of course I'm not the legal heir, so I'm not going to interfere. Maria, why don't you calm down a little? You made such an offensive comment and behaved so badly at the funeral. Most of the people who were there didn't look at you in a good light. I think you should behave more like a grown woman.
They are just jealous of me because they won't be getting $5 million. If I have to deal with every single complaint, it's never going to end.
Anyway, I beg you. I'm sure you would understand that many people are shocked by the sudden incident of your husband who was well liked. You have to be really careful about careless remarks in such a situation. If you're not careful, you might even lower your own value.
Yes, I get it now. As long as I keep quiet about something like that, you'll be happy, right?
Yes, by all means. Thanks for understanding.
You really are a cheeky wife, aren't you? Well, if you have so much to say to me, go ahead and say it. But nothing you say will change my mind. I have supported this family and will continue to do so. I don't care what you think. Hey, Lucy. I've decided to leave my mom to my aunt and uncle tonight. My aunt and uncle helped me out a lot. I'm going to be a little late, but we'll talk again as soon as I get home.
Thanks for your hard work, Noah. It must have been really hard for you. I'm sure you must be exhausted from preparing for the funeral and dealing with the family. Come home early and get some rest.
I'm sorry about today. I really had a lot going on and I just couldn't get caught up. I'm sorry for the burden I've put on you as well. I really appreciate you being there.
What's up with you all of a sudden?
It's the way my mother acted at my father's funeral. Even though she's my stepmother, I'd like her to be firm, even if it's just superficial as our mistress. You tried to talk to her so many times and went around apologizing to everyone. But she doesn't care at all.
Well, being the second wife of a wealthy family, I have to admit that there are many things she has to be concerned about in the eyes of the public. We talked on WhatsApp afterwards, but I don't think she seemed remorseful.
The fact that she married my father for his inheritance is confirmed by what she said at the funeral. I really couldn't believe that she would talk about his inheritance so openly in that situation. I thought she had no idea how much my father cared about his family. I mean, I knew she was like that, but the way she behaved after he passed away just confirmed it. I'll have to be more careful from now on. I'll be careful what she says for a while.
Okay.
Hi, Lucy. I'm going on a trip now.
What?
People who didn't come to the funeral still come to greet, so you'll have to stay and take care of it. You know who I'm talking about, don't you? There are many relatives and acquaintances who were too busy to come to the funeral. I know they'll come all the way to visit later. I just don't have the energy left to deal with them. You stay home and deal with them while I go out and freshen up for a while.
What are you thinking about? It's only been 6 days since your husband passed away, remember? And it's only been 4 days since the funeral. Don't you realize how insane you are being?
Because I'm bored. I just wish you'd have a little understanding of how much I've done for the family. It wouldn't be a bummer if I took a little time off, would it? Besides, I don't really have anything to do right now. I'm bored sitting around the house. There's nothing else I want to do.
Huh?
I'd feel a little better if I could count $5 million in inheritance, but I guess it takes a little while until I get the money. My celebrity friends don't invite me out to play with them, probably because they're worried about my feelings. On the other hand, if I stay at home, only people in mourning clothes sometimes come to my house. It's so depressing.
You can't talk like that to people who are mourning your husband. They really cared about him. Please think about the people who took the time out of their busy schedules to visit. I was reminded of how much he was loved by so many people. It's really not good to disrespect their feelings like that.
Shut up! Just come quickly. I'll be late for the bus, so I've already left home.
What?
I'm off then. Take care of the rest, will you?
How selfish can you be?
Hey, Lucy, I really can't believe it. How could she do that when Dad has only been gone for a short time? As a family, shouldn't we have a little time to mourn Dad? Besides, doesn't she think it's insane to go on a trip alone when it's a time for the whole family to support each other?
Yeah, I know. She left without telling me where she was going or when she is coming back. I've called and texted her a few times since then, but I haven't heard from her at all.
I'm really sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
She's my mother, and I feel sorry that she's been acting like this. She's Dad's second wife, and she has a legal position to get Dad's inheritance. I understand that to my family and relatives, she's someone they should treat as a mother. But in reality, we are not blood related, and there are many things she says and does that I don't understand.
Don't worry too much, I'm fine.
Thanks.
Oh, I wanted to ask you something.
What is it?
She seems to think she has $5 million to inherit.
What?
I don't know why she would think that, do you?
Of course not. That woman is totally insane. Hey, what is it with that will? The land and house were registered in Noah's name, and I only get $30,000? And the rest was all donated to charity?
I don't want you to complain to me about that.
Weren't you working on something to give yourself an advantage like this? I suspect that you have been doing something behind my back. You were trying to outsmart me and take over the inheritance and property for yourself, weren't you? I can't believe you would even consider such a thing.
I would never do that.
Where did the $5 million go which I was supposed to inherit? I can't believe that such a large sum of money is nowhere to be found. That's the $5 million I've been looking forward to for so long. With that money, my future life would have been more elegant and stable. I would have been able to travel as much as I want and enjoy shopping without any worries. What the hell is going on that it's nowhere to be found? You guys weren't lying to me, were you? About that $5 million? I've always wondered where that came from. What the hell was that? What? He said his ex-wife had $5 million. So I assumed that's what it was. Because if your ex-wife had that much money, I should have the same amount of inheritance, right? Isn't that a normal way of thinking? Huh? By ex-wife, do you mean Noah's biological mother? I thought you might be talking about someone else. But surely you are referring to Noah's mother, right? Who else could it be? Who else besides his own mother would have such a large sum of money? You really are slow. Oh, that's what you mean. I see. I finally understand why you misunderstood. But I'm afraid that information was a little wrong. Where on earth did it disappear? I have no idea where all that money has gone. How much fun I thought I could have with that $5 million. Traveling, shopping, lavish dinners, everything is ruined. All my future plans are ruined. That $5 million is already gone. What? What do you mean it's gone? Noah's mother owned her little store. I heard that the year before she passed away, her annual sales were $5 million. Huh? Annual sales? I think that's probably what he meant. By the way, she left that store to her brother and sister in her will. In other words, that $5 million has nothing to do with your husband's inheritance. I'm sorry? You're saying that my $5 million was never there from the beginning? That's what it means. But you'll get $30,000, so I think it's enough. $30,000 will be gone in no time after I pay off my debts. Debts? I have debts from shopping expensive stuff, thinking it's okay to spend a little if I have $5 million. I also asked my friend to pay for my overseas trip. I also borrowed money from here and there. And now you have a total of $30,000 debts? I'll be almost penniless. What are you going to do about it? I don't know about that. I have nothing to do with it. I know. You should give up your position as managing director to me. Huh? Company executives are paid just to sit on a chair and stroll around. Even I, a housewife, could easily do it. Don't underestimate the importance of running a company, will you? What? It's true that I may seem like an unprecedented selection considering my age. But since I joined the company, I have been promoted from chief to general manager, and here I am today. I am sure that I was not given special treatment to become the executive director. I'm certain that I made my way up through my own efforts. You don't have to get angry about it, you know. I'm proud of the work I'm doing, and to be told that I'm just sitting on a chair and strolling around, I think it's natural to get angry about it. I understand. I'll give up the executive director's chair. In exchange, can I ask you to give me some money? There will be a survivor's pension. That's not very much. You're not going to get anything from me. The current head of the company is Noah, who succeeded your husband. You're not in a position to interfere with anything in the company to begin with. Then, if I ask Noah, there is a way for me to get the money, right? You're being too naive to ask for money when you're not even an employee. Then what do you want me to do? Do you want me to go out on the street? How am I supposed to live on my own now? What about my life from now on? I can't believe I'm being thrown into this situation. Why don't you just work? There are so many ways you can rebuild your life on your own. You should be able to make a new start. What? Working? Do you think I can work now? You are still 52 years old, so yes, you're not old enough to retire. If you are healthy and energetic, you can take on any number of new challenges. If you want to work for us, please apply for a job when it becomes available. If you meet the hiring requirements, there is a possibility that you will be hired. You may be able to find a job where you can make use of your experience and skills. Hey, Lucy, you have too big an attitude for a daughter-in-law. Shouldn't you be more polite to me? Besides, if you are my daughter-in-law, you should be obligated to support me, your mother-in-law. You've already submitted the termination of relations of affinity, haven't you? Well, then you're not my mother-in-law anymore. I don't think you're a mother to Noah either, are you? Oh, no, I mean, I don't know what to do. Also, the house you live in now is in Noah's name. If you want to continue to live there, there will be rent to pay. Rent? Are you going to charge me the rent? In the market price of this area, it's going to be about $3,000 per month. $3,000? How am I supposed to pay such a large amount of money? If it is difficult, then please make a decision as soon as possible about your future plans. I suggest you start preparing for your new life soon. I don't have any money. How am I supposed to live under such circumstances? Please, Lucy, give me some more time. I'm sorry, too. I'll be more cooperative from now on. So please don't give up on me. I'm really begging you. Can you help me just a little bit more? I admit that I have been wrong so far, so give me another chance. I can't do that. I don't trust what you say. Besides, I'm sure Noah doesn't want to help you either. I think you should give up now. Please think about how to live while you work hard by yourself. Please don't say such cold things. Please, Lucy. After that, Maria was in despair as she was overwhelmed with debts. Unable to pay the $3,000 rent, she eventually left home and began a lonely life in a cheap apartment. She asked her friends for help, but no one would help her because of her selfish attitude. Finding a job was also difficult, so she worked part-time at a convenience store and a fast food restaurant, but it did not last long, and her life became more and more difficult. The reality for her was harsh, but I think she deserves it. Noah and I support each other and work hard every day. We will continue to protect the company that my father-in-law left to us together. We will respect each other and never forget our gratitude.
Hey, Rebecca, why aren't you getting along with my family?
Huh? I'm getting along with them. I talk to my mother-in-law and go shopping with Stephanie. Is there a problem?
You should do more for my family, especially be nicer to my sister Stephanie.
What's with this suddenly? I've always been nice to Stephanie, but that's not enough?
If you're even a little bit mean to her, I'll never forgive you.
I'm not mean to her. Why would you say that?
I really love my sister. You should understand that and act with more care.
Okay, but can you tell me what exactly is the problem?
I heard you were cold to Stephanie yesterday.
What? That's not true. We were just talking normally.
No, what's important is how my family feels. I don't care how you feel.
Isn't that unreasonable?
Unreasonable? You have to put my family first. That's your role as a wife.
Of course, I always do. But what exactly was the problem? Neither your mother nor Stephanie said anything.
My mom also said you should do your chores better.
I do my chores every day, so there should be no problem. My mother-in-law didn't say anything either. She always praises me.
Do it by my family's standards, not yours. That's what you need to learn.
I understand, but it's difficult to live up to everyone in the family's expectations.
Difficult? You just do it. There's nothing difficult about it.
That may be true, but I have a job too, and it's hard for me to do everything perfectly.
You are full of excuses. You're just making stuff up.
I'm not making excuses. I have to concentrate on what I'm doing, and it's not easy to switch between jobs.
You can work harder if you have time to talk like that.
I am trying, But I don't think it's possible for me to do everything perfectly on my own. It's not like we live together with them.
Don't say it's impossible. Try harder for my family.
Grant, I am just one person. It can be tiring, and it's really hard to do everything. I want you to understand that.
Do you know how spoiled you are? You're supposed to serve my family.
Even if you say that, I have my limits too. I'll do my best, but...
Anyway, you just do your best for my family. That's all I ask.
I understand, but I'd appreciate it if you'd think about me a little more.
I don't care about you. My family comes first. Don't forget that. Hey, Rebecca, you heard about Stephanie, right? I will never forgive you if you neglect her. I always say it, but Stephanie is my precious little sister.
Wait a minute, what's going on?
Huh? Are you not paying attention to Stephanie?
What are you talking about?
Rebecca, borrow an air mattress and a crib from your parents' house and set them up in the guest room right now. Make sure everything is ready before Stephanie and the others arrive.
Huh? Why do you suddenly start talking like that?
You have a mattress for guests at your parents' house and an unused crib at your sister's house nearby, don't you? We're going to borrow them today.
I'm sure there is one, but what's up with that all of a sudden?
My sister Stephanie got divorced.
What? Divorced? That's shocking. But a crib? Does that mean she's divorcing with a baby?
Yes, that's right. Stephanie has a 2-month-old baby.
That must be tough, but that doesn't mean she should come to my house.
I have an auntie who needs nursing care living at my parents' house, and it's not a good environment to bring a baby to. So I decided we'll take care of the baby at our home.
But that's only temporary, right?
Be happy. Starting today, you'll be living with your sister-in-law and niece.
Living together?
You're the one who's going to take care of the two of them. Especially you can take care of the baby. Steph's not sleeping well because she has to feed the baby every 3 hours, and some nights in the middle of the night. So you're in charge of the daytime and you're helping her.
How long are you planning on doing this for?
Do we have to decide how long?
She's not going to be at our house all the time, is she? It would be easier for Stephanie to make future plans if we set a proper deadline first. I think it would save both of us from having to worry about unnecessary things.
What are you talking about? I'm saying that Stephanie and my niece are living with us starting today.
Living together?
What? You want me to put poor Stephanie and my niece, who got divorced right after she gave birth, in the street?
I don't think that. But living together for the rest of their lives? That's not right, is it?
You're surprisingly heartless, aren't you?
That's not the point.
Anyway, I'm bringing Stephanie and the baby home tonight, so you can take care of them, especially the baby.
Huh? Wait a minute. I have work to do.
It's a work-from-home job, so you could be flexible and switch to working at night.
You want me to take care of the baby during the day and work at night? And I'm supposed to do all the housework?
Of course, but don't cut corners on the housework either, especially cleaning. It's important to keep the space clean where the baby is.
That means I have to help take care of the baby, do the housework, work. I don't have time to rest at all.
You'll have to figure that out on your own. It's your own fault that you can't make time. I always say that.
Don't you realize you're talking nonsense?
Anyway, I'm bringing Stephanie home, so make sure you're ready. If you don't do it, who will?
Hello, sister-in-law. It's Stephanie. Stephanie? It seems like you're in some kind of trouble. Are you okay? I'm worried about you. Did my brother talk to you? Yes, he did. I heard from Grant that you're planning to live with us. No, I don't think so. He said something about living together, but I don't intend to take him up on it, so don't worry. Oh, is that so? First of all, I need to explain my situation, don't I? Where do I start? Well then, may I ask you a question? I'm a little concerned about something. Sure, anything you want. I heard that you divorced with a 2-month-old baby. Is it okay if I ask why? Yes, my ex-husband cheated on me while I was pregnant, and that was the direct cause. Well, that must have been really hard for you, having something like that happen while you were pregnant. That's right, but I am not so depressed now. I have to keep my spirits up for the sake of my daughter, and more importantly, I am the one who exposed my ex-husband's affair. I've always been quick to get over things, so I'm already thinking about the future. That's really strong of you, but don't overdo it. Take care of your body and mind. Thank you very much. It is reassuring to hear you say that. Anyway, I wonder why he brought up the subject of living together. I have a feeling that Grant and you are not really on the same page. About that, my brother seems to think that I am a divorced housewife who doesn't make enough money and will be on the street. What? That's not true at all? Yes, it is true that he cheated on me, but I am on maternity leave right now. My daughter, I named her Daisy, and when Daisy turns 1 year old, my childcare leave will end. I've made arrangements to move into company housing when I return to work. That's a relief, isn't it? But didn't you tell Grant about this? Actually, I thought I had told my brother about it, but apparently he didn't understand it well. He seemed to think that I was a full-time housewife. That's troubling. If you don't share the correct information, there will be misunderstandings between us. That's true. Right now, I'm only looking for a place to stay until my maternity leave is up. I need a safe place for my daughter. If that's the case, I'd be happy to help in any way I can. I'll do my best to support you. Thank you so much, sister-in-law. Now I have one less thing to worry about. So, from now on, roughly 10 months? That's right. Still, I'm a little worried because you'll be taking care of me for a long time. That's okay. Don't worry about that. I know that your family is in a situation where you can't return to your parents, so we will help you. Thank you so much. I appreciate your kindness. If a deadline is set, I am not at all opposed to you and little Daisy living in our home. In fact, I would even like to help take care of Daisy. Thank you so much. Hearing that, I feel a little relieved. It is reassuring to have you there. Besides, let's discuss the division of roles and make it work. If we work together, we can manage. It really helps. If you support me in that way, I will feel lighter. But anyway, why did Grant suddenly start talking about permanently living together? Can we talk about this again when my brother is not around? Is it better to talk about it without Grant? I'm getting a little worried. Yeah, actually, I have an idea, but it might be a little tough to talk to you about it. I kind of have an idea what to expect, but I understand. Thank you very much. It's almost time for me to go, so I'll say bye for now. Let's talk again later. Okay, have a safe trip. Call me anytime if you need anything. Rebecca, may I have a word? Are you still shopping? If you don't mind, I have a favor to ask. Oh, what's wrong? What is it? I just put the last item in my cart, and I'm about to go to the checkout. May I ask you to add one more item? What do you need? I only had 2 diapers left for my daughter. I've been so busy I completely forgot to buy them. Okay. Is it okay if they're the same brand as the ones I bought before? Yes, that's fine. I'll pay you back. Diapers are bulky, and I'm sorry. It's too heavy, isn't it? It's okay. I'm driving here, so it's not a problem. Besides, I've bought diapers many times, so I'm used to it. Don't worry about it. It's really helpful. Thank you for everything. I can't thank you enough. Of course, I'm happy to help you. If you need anything else, don't hesitate to let me know. Thank you. Well then, I'll be back home in a little while. Can we talk again then? Of course. I'll be back as soon as I'm done shopping, so please relax until then. Okay, thank you very much. Thanks to you, I really feel reassured. You can always count on me. Well then, I'm going to buy some diapers and then I'll head back home. See you soon.
Hey, Rebecca. I see you finally understood what I was saying, huh? That's great.
What's with you all of a sudden?
You know what? You're enjoying living with her, aren't you?
Yes?
I saw you at the supermarket during the day, buying diapers. I'm glad to see you're taking care of the house, too.
Oh, what about you then?
What do you mean?
Ever since Stephanie came to our house, you've been coming home later and later. Now it's common for you to come home in the morning, and sometimes you don't even come home at all.
It can't be helped that my work has suddenly become very busy. I have no choice but to do this in order to cover the increased food expenses.
But Stephanie is putting in enough money, so I don't think it's necessary for you to work so late, do you?
Huh? There's no way she has that kind of money right now. If you're going to talk back, think of something a little better before you say it.
I see.
What's with that reaction? If you have a problem with me, just say so.
I don't. I'm not complaining. I'm just wondering.
What's strange to you?
You say you work late every night, but what kind of work do you do? I've never heard of you suddenly getting busy before.
Do I really need to explain all that to you?
Well, normally you wouldn't have to, but your behavior lately has been a little strange.
What do you mean, strange? I work hard for my family.
You say it's for the family, but by coming home late, you're worrying us. Especially Stephanie. She's worried about you too.
Don't worry about me. All you have to do is shut up and take care of the house.
That kind of attitude makes me think you're even more suspicious. I think you're hiding something from me.
I'm telling you, I'm not hiding anything. Why don't you believe me when I say it's my job?
Because you have no proof? If you say you're busy with work, why don't you tell me what exactly you're doing?
It's none of your business. You stay out of my business.
It is my business. I'm your wife. As a member of the family, I think I have a right to know.
Shut up. It's none of your business what I do.
Well, then I'll just have to continue to watch what you do. You'll regret it for the rest of your life.
What? What does that even mean?
Rebecca, is it okay to chat now? I have something to tell you. Stephanie, what's wrong? Is something wrong? Here's the thing. One of the company housing units is going to be vacant next month. Oh, that's ahead of schedule. Yes, it is. One of the employees in the company housing has been transferred overseas, and his whole family has decided to go with him. The room will be vacant, so we will be able to move in as a replacement. I see. So there are times when rooms become available due to such circumstances. My company allows me to stay in company housing even while on maternity leave, so I hope I can move depending on how you feel. I'll be fine. Any time is okay. Understood. I'll let you know as soon as we have a definite move-in date. All right, I'm going to get ready.
Hey, I've been trying to call you. Why aren't you answering? You know it's urgent, right? You should at least know what I'm thinking. What the hell are you doing? Hey, Rebecca. Where did you go? You left behind the divorce papers you already filled out. Do you have any idea what you've done? You're the one who's supposed to be supporting me. I should be divorcing you. Now stop this and listen to me.
Okay, I get it. Then I guess we're getting a divorce.
What?
I understand what you're saying. So divorce is the only way.
Are you serious?
You're so slow. Don't tell me you just found out about the divorce papers.
Huh? I called you as soon as I saw them.
We left that house 6 days ago.
That long ago? We?
Stephanie and Daisy too, of course. The company housing became available, fortunately, so they moved there at the same time I left.
Huh? What company housing? She was a housewife right up until the divorce. There's no way she could get a job with a new baby, and there's no way she could afford company housing if she wasn't working.
What are you talking about? Stephanie is still an employee of the same company she's worked for since she was single.
Huh? What are you talking about? She quit her job at the request of her ex-husband who has a high income.
He was just pressuring her to quit her job to become a full-time housewife, but she didn't actually quit. Then she got pregnant, so she took an early maternity leave, partly because she was having severe morning sickness.
She didn't work after the baby was born.
She just switched to childcare leave right after the birth, with plans to return to work in a few more months. She could stay in the company housing while she was on maternity leave, so she moved there when a room became available.
Seriously? But that doesn't tell me why you're leaving.
Well, it's certainly not directly related. We just timed our respective actions.
Huh? Timed?
Yeah. I left a thick envelope next to the divorce papers. You haven't seen it yet?
The envelope was there, yes.
That should easily explain why I left.
Huh?
I've already told you a dozen times that I can't take any more of your selfish behavior.
What's that?
You've never once taken a good look at how hard I've worked to provide for my family.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. You've always been so full of yourself that you've never once tried to understand how I feel.
Don't say that. I work for my family.
You say you work for me, but do you really work for your family? I don't think so, given what you've been doing lately.
What are you trying to say?
I just don't understand why you come home late when you say you have to work.
What do you mean you don't understand?
I don't know if you are really working or if there is some other reason, but I do know one thing for sure.
What is it?
If you really care about us, you would spend more time with your family.
I'm telling you, I work for my family.
I don't know if that's really for the family anymore.
Hey, can I ask you something? What does this mean?
What do you mean, what does it mean?
You knew about this? How long have you known?
Can I take it that you're replying to the envelope that I left for you?
The report from the private investigator about the affair. You requested it because you realized I had another woman, didn't you? How long have you known? How long have you been aware?
About a month before Stephanie came to our house, I think.
Oh.
I mean, Stephanie knew about your affair too.
Huh? How?
How is it? You really are oblivious to your surroundings, aren't you?
Oblivious? What?
Did you forget that Stephanie and I are from the same high school, though we are in different grades?
Well, come to think of it.
The woman you're cheating with, Kelly, was a classmate of Stephanie's and also was on the volleyball team with me.
Huh?
She was notorious at the time, and it was only a matter of time before she talked about it and we heard about it.
Seriously?
Besides, you suddenly moved in with your divorced sister under the guise of providing her with a place to live and telling me you wanted me to help her raise the baby?
Yeah?
I had never had a baby before, and I was not accustomed to raising a child, which meant that I would have to live a life that was new to me. By diverting attention away from yourself as a husband, you thought, I can cheat on my wife all I want. You must have been thinking, this is great, I can do whatever I want.
No.
It's true that I haven't had a baby yet, but my sister, as you know, has been living near my parents' house after marriage. When I was still a student and living at home, I used to take care of my niece and nephew when they were just a few months old. I'm sure I'm not as good as a real mom, but I know I have enough knowledge and experience necessary to take care of a baby. Thanks to that, I had the presence of mind to find out about your affair and look into it.
Oh no, seriously?
Can I tell you more about your affair with Kelly? Because I think you should know how problematic she is.
What do you mean by problematic?
Kelly has been a troublemaker since high school. She used to steal her friends' boyfriends and lie to confuse everyone around her. So when I heard she was cheating with you, I wasn't surprised at all.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. Besides, she was a bad influence on everyone around her. So I wasn't really shocked when I found out you were having an affair with her.
But I didn't know she was like that.
That's the problem. You've chosen someone who could destroy our relationship. Do you understand that?
But how did you find out about the affair so easily?
It's because I acted calmly, looked at the situation, and acted to gather evidence. Your behavior was suspicious, so I hired a private investigator to get the evidence.
You hired an investigator?
Yes, I don't just suspect you. I have proof. So you can't get away with any more excuses.
Oh no.
Besides, I know all about how you tried to hide your affair by forcing me to take care of the baby. I know you thought I would be confused because I haven't had a baby before. On the contrary, it just highlighted how ignorant you are.
No, I didn't mean to.
But I am not as weak as you think I am. In fact, your actions have made me stronger. From now on, I'm going to make a strong stand in my life.
What have you done? You're my sister, right? You're supposed to see things my way. I don't understand what you're doing. Why are you turning against me?
Huh? What is it, brother? I'm not going so far as to take the side of someone who cheated, no matter how much he's a relative of mine.
Huh? You yourself got divorced for cheating and had to pay compensation. So even though you went through such a hard time, you want to put your own brother through that painful experience too?
What are you talking about? I'm the one who asked for alimony.
Huh?
It was my ex-husband who cheated on me. He cheated on me with a coworker while I was pregnant.
Oh, seriously?
You didn't think the divorce was because of my cheating, did you?
No?
Don't put me in the same category as you. Just so you know, I haven't let our parents know my current address as a defensive measure against you, brother.
What? Why are you taking measures against me?
Because I'm cutting you out, of course.
Cutting me out?
I won't explain every single reason. It's too much trouble.
What is the meaning of this?
You're a scumbag and so stupid I don't even want to think of you as my brother. I'm going bye-bye for life after this chat.
Stephanie, not like that.
Oh yeah, One last thing. It's the same woman my ex-husband's cheated with.
I don't need to hear that now.
It was also Kelly.
Huh? Stephanie, please, will you listen to me for a minute?
What? Do you still have something to say?
The reason I'm getting divorced is because of you, too.
Huh? What are you talking about? Why is it my fault?
If you hadn't told Rebecca everything back then, none of this would have happened. So, in order to get my life back on track, I need you to somehow persuade Rebecca.
Persuade? Me? Brother, are you serious about that?
Yes, I'm serious. You're the only one who can persuade Rebecca.
Why should I do that? You're supposed to take responsibility for your actions, right?
I know that, but I didn't think my life would fall apart like this. I was wrong. So please talk to Rebecca again and get my life back to normal.
Brother, you need to face the consequences of your actions. You yourself cheated on her, lied to her, and betrayed Rebecca, didn't you? It's not right to put the blame on me.
That's true, but Rebecca trusts you, so I'm sure she'll be moved if you persuade her.
Brother, you are really pathetic. You keep putting your own mistakes on others and relying on others. Do you really think that will bring Rebecca back?
Please, Stephanie, you're all I have left. I don't want to lose anything more.
I will never be on your side again. Bye, brother.
Wait a minute, Stephanie.
After that, Grant contacted me repeatedly, seemingly unconvinced. He didn't seem to believe me no matter what I said. Then he tried to talk with Kelly, the woman with whom he had an affair. She was already seeing another guy and had forgotten all about Grant. I'm not so sure what that's about either. After that, Grant became despondent and made mistake after mistake at work. He lost the trust of his superiors and was finally transferred to a regional office. I heard that he did not do well in his new environment and eventually quit his job. His family gave up on him, and he had no one to rely on. He is now earning a living by doing part-time manual labor. I can't believe that Grant, who is so overbearing, is now living a life of a day laborer. You never know what will happen in life, do you? As for me, I've moved on and am working hard. I am friends with Stephanie and little Daisy, and I don't feel lonely. From now on, I will cherish my life and try to live it.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!